Hello, my name is Gerard Graham. I'm here to talk about checking out of the Hotel Euthanasia. This is the first podcast in a series, and this podcast mainly deals with the issues around the background to the story, some of the storylines, who the genre of the novel, and who the main target audience are. The novel is set 21 years in the future, somewhere in Central Europe, in an imaginary principality called Villa Didino, and it contains the Hotel Euthanasia, which is a themed hotel which specialises in assisted dying. The main protagonist is Rab, who is the head of a Glasgow Catholic retribution and inquisition cell who set out to blow up the Hotel Euthanasia. The genre is very much a dark Glasgow comedy in the style of being quite outrageous, tongue-in-cheek, taking no hostages, and very much challenges the reader. The idea of humour being involved with such a sensitive subject is to make it more accessible. For example, if there was more humour in the world, perhaps we would get on a lot better. Another idea about humour is that if you can get someone to laugh for 5 seconds, then perhaps they will think about the subject matter for 10 minutes or more. And again, it's because the novel is such a provocative, sensitive, controversial subject, it needs that idea of humour to make it accessible, to take a dry subject and to bring some light to it and some thought to it. In every way, the novel covers the issues of choice, of the political, philosophical, moral, ethical issues around assisted dying, and the humour helps in people considering these issues. So it might be a useful novel for people who are affected by assisted dying, or who their relatives are affected by assisted dying, but also people who are interested in a challenging subject. There are 3 converging stories in the novel. There's the story of Rab and his rebellious cell of retribution and inquisition, who set out to blow up the Hotel Euthanasia, and he is the main protagonist, who brings his own emotional story of his parents. At the instigation of the Glasgow Communist Party, they have committed assisted suicide so the Communist Party can access their pension for the good of all, of course. This has led to an emotional challenge for Rab, who then sets out to avenge his parents and to blow up the hotel. There's also a love story, and this involves a journalist who, to all intents and purposes, has set out to the Hotel Euthanasia to carry out an assignment. But there is a subtle other story here. The real reasons the journalist has gone to the Hotel Euthanasia is to find out why his girlfriend, who has become an internet singing sensation, has committed suicide at the hotel. And he wants to find out whether he is the cause of this. And finally, the novel is about a number of themes, including choice. Do people really choose to partake of assisted suicide? Are they coerced? Is it fate? Is it predestination? Is it some random aspect of their life that causes them to partake of assisted suicide, and so on? So the issues of choice are covered along with all the political, moral, philosophical, social and ethical issues around assisted dying. It is a complex novel that brings a number of themes, a whole plethora of characters together, and the main focal point is the Hotel Euthanasia. The hotel itself is a character in the novel, and all the participants, guests at the hotel and the manager come together in the novel to bring out the events that take place that cause so much, that impact on all their lives. Please tune in to the next podcast of checking out of the Hotel Euthanasia, a novel by Gerard. Thank you.